All right, I am here. It's the afternoon. It's 2:30. Wow, that's unusual. Usually I'm about ready to quit about that time. But we have cloud cover. It's amazing. It's supposed to probably rain this afternoon or this evening, and there's nobody here except for me. This is where I came yesterday. This is Unit 45. And yesterday when I came here, there were 3 other vehicles that had trailers, so this was the place to be yesterday, I guess. Must not be today. But as you can see, I'm dressed to really fit in with the background. I think it's really important that the clothes that you wear kind of blends in with the background, so if you have a clear water situation like we do here, the fish down below looking up won't see you. So I think I'll blend in perfectly. I don't know. I just thought I like wearing these shirts when I taught elementary, and I just had that feeling. But this is a pit that does show the depth. It's got a nice deep channel all the way through it. At the very end, it's like 16 feet deep. And out here at the beginning, it's around 20 something, mid 20s. But I want to find out what all the hubbub was about yesterday with everybody here. I have not fished this pit. It has the same kind of clear water that the one I fished yesterday did. It has the weeds that grow up around the outside edge, just like 17. I think when I went to Unit 17 and fished it, it had the same kind of setup. So the thing I have going for me today is it is overcast. Yay! I like overcast. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so one thing I will say, that boat ramp is a great boat ramp. I guess whatever kind of boat you have, you can go ahead and launch it on that thing, because it comes down and out. The end of it, I can see, because the water's so clear, is probably deep enough that your boat will float no matter what kind of, float off of your trailer, no matter what kind of boat you're trying to launch. All right, so anyway, this is what it looks like. And again, yes, I am in quest of the state record bass, but my goal is to also show you in person as I can get through video what these pits look like. So from the boat ramp, there's really nothing behind me. As you can tell, well, here, because I can do that with this boat, it's so fun. I can just spin all the way around. So from the boat ramp going that way, there's actually an overflow. So apparently this has water that comes into it and it goes out that way. But anyway, you can see really not much in the line of structure along the bank over there. And over here, same thing. I like these cattails that are sticking up. If they were just out in the water a little bit further, that would be so fun. Anyway, I need to decide what I'm going to use here today, because like I say, we have the matted grass beds right up along the bank, and they probably come out, I would say, right on the edge of the grass, just guessing from how they normally work. It's about 4 to 5 feet deep, straight down. And so bass can, or other fish can get back in there, because it's not solid. There's like columns of stuff that comes up and then flattens out over the top. So they can be back in there either ready to ambush something straight up through all that, or what passes in front of it. And like I say, the deep channel's out here. So I'm thinking I'll go with this square bowl here, Rapala. Ott's Garage. Okay. And I will also use my Daredevil, and I have this chatterbait that I may or may not use. Yeah, I'll try it. But I'll probably maybe change to something else. Like I say, it is really clear water. It's dark, clear water. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on what the rest of this pit looks like as I get there. All right, so we're up to where I can see further on down the way what this pit has to offer. And it looks like a very long pit, just like it shows on the map. So the deep channel's out here in the middle, and you see what's on the banks. The rest is up to the fishermen to figure out what to use to catch the fish that are in here. I've tied on. I went with my jackhammer jig here, this thing. And if this is any indication of what today's going to be like for me, I tied this thing on twice with the line on the backside instead of in front of the blade like it is right now. If you pull it through and tie it on here, it really doesn't do much. No jackhammering. That's the past 10 o'clock at night kind of jackhammer. But anyway, I'm going to give that a try and crankbaits, and we'll see what happens. But look at this, and see the clouds billowing off in the distance there. I don't know if that's going to help. We had some rain move through last night, and it's so nice that it's overcast and a little breeze is blowing. Oh, there's a deer. I think it's a deer. Yep, deer hopping along the shoreline over there. So the wildlife is active. Yay! Let's see if the fish are. Look at this grass carp right here. Its tail keeps sticking up out of the water. How close can I sneak up to it before I scare it away? Snag it in its back. Hey, finally found that was here. I'd say that's pretty close. It's like a fishing pole away. Don't tell me my boat isn't stealthy, by golly. Well, gee, shades of yesterday. I said figure out what they want, and on that same cast, that's when this little tyke hit. If you hold them up to the camera, they look so much bigger. Thanks, guy. All right. Well, I don't want more of that. More of them there babies. I want the mamas and the papas. Well, so they're getting a little bit bigger. Come on, let's do this here. And the gill plate. There we go. So a little bit bigger. Probably as big as I caught yesterday. Anyway, crankbait. Hit it pretty quick. That'd be great if you're into the crankbait bite. Yes, because it's fun. Blimey, another one. That's three on the crankbait. This is about the same size as that other one was, though. Probably about the same size as all of them. Yes, I see you, boat. You're trying to go into shore. Nice little fat belly on him, though. Look at that. Man, oh man. Trying to make himself even fatter. Okay, well, thank you, buddy. I guess I shouldn't drop him in front of my trolling motor when it's on and I'm moving forward. Probably not very nice. Okay, so I started way on back that way and caught the couple of bass over there on that bank. But then this is the area that flattens out over here, obviously. Nice grass beds. Those are whistle tubes. How about that? Can only imagine that some giant lumberjacks from Canada came down here and they wanted to do a log rolling thing, but they couldn't find any logs as big as what they have in Canada, so they used these whistle tubes. Had a grand old time. But now I see the use of those, because it drains the water from this side of the pit over to the other side of that pit there. Just like the little baby one over there. That one was the one that the baby lumberjacks were using. They were looking at their papas that were all doing the big time log rolling, and they were like, yeah, we can do it too. Or maybe not. Man, this place really screams out, throw the frog. You need to throw the frog. Promise. Some big bass will come up out of all of this stuff and annihilate it for you. At least slap it around a bit. You may not ever set the hook, but you'll have fun. Anyway, but this is on back to the back of the pit. Looks like a nice steep bluff right over there. Oh, I heard that. Oh yeah, that's probably grass carp. There are grass carp in here, so I need to still my beating heart whenever I hear a big explosion like that. Because sometimes they do get a little scared of something, and well, it could have been a big bass though too, you know. Anyway, it goes around. I don't know how well this shows up on this video, but it goes way on back there and it goes around the corner a little bit. I'm going to take a moment to check my app so you can see how cool this is. Where am I? There I am. I can tell where I am because there's the blue dot. Yeah. Oh, these are not connected. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the other pit that I was in. This one kind of, I think they connect, I'm not sure. They're like one of those whistle tubes there. Wow. Okay, I'm definitely putting on a frog. Man. Or maybe I need to do like a weedless. Anyway, that's where I am. That's where the fish are cutting up there in the shallow part of this. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a cute little spider. Thankfully I didn't kill it. Deep out in the middle. So, anyway, I hope that's not glaring too much. Hope you can see that. I am the blue dot, and it shows me that I'm over the deepest part of the water right here, and it goes shallow pretty quick. So I'm going to put on something that's I can throw out here in this cover and have some fun, I hope. That was through a big, thick bunch of stuff. And there was a bass that was going to hit it too, but it was too well adorned in vegetation. Oh, this could be fun. This could be fun. Tell me what, this boat is unbelievable. That was right there, man. Dad burn. Wow. Oh, it was a gar. It was a freaking gar. I've been wasting my time on gars. Well, that was anticlimactic. I was hoping that was a big old bass. But it's a gar. Hey, guess what? There's gar in this pit. I should have known. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, a great white egret flying across. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right behind that big tree, now it's coming out. A great white egret. How beautiful. Man, I had my hopes up. Oh, heck yeah. What do we have? Is it a bass? Oh, it's a bass. Yay! Yay! It's a nice bass. Hot dog. Oop, he's at home. Wow, he was hooked through and then through again. In other words, he wasn't coming off. I chased all those little bass right to him, I think. Here, let's put this reel where it's supposed to go and not in my way, so I can grab this board and see what a monster I have here. Yeah, 14-incher. Not bad, right? Make sure the camera's on. Yep, well, 14. If he's up against, yeah, 14. Nice fish. Thank you. Yay! Yay! My favorite kind of way to catch a fish is on a buzzbait or top water. They do exist. Bigger fish do exist. Yay! So I put on the sexy shad. And I got me a nice bass here. It's a net kind of bass too. Come here. Come here. No, 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 no. Come here. Come here. Don't be afraid. It's okay. There we go. Hot dog. Why did I give up faith in my sexy shad? I want to know. Why did I think that I shouldn't be using that? Because this is like the fourth cast. Are you still hooked to it? Telling you. Eesh. Sexy shad for the win, baby. Man. Nice fish. Definitely need a picture of this one. Oh, might as well do the weight thing too, right? I mean, not weight, but the length. Put it on camera. I'd say it's about a 17-incher. I guess I know my fish. 17 inches. On the sexy shad. Look at the belly. Whoops. Look at the belly on that thing. Thank you, Mama. Yeah. Okay. Deep diving crankbait. And it was just meandering around right out here in front of me. The old sexy shad. Yeah, baby. Okay, so we're coming up on, I think, the back end of this pit, but I just wanted to give you a little view of what this bank looks like. Remember, this is what looked like a pretty steep drop off, and apparently it is. It continues on down because there's really not a lot of weeds up along the bank like there is in other areas. And then all the way back there is the whistle tube that the little baby giants were using as a log rolling competition. But I like this pit. I don't know. I mean, well, it helps that you catch a 17-inch bass on a crankbait to make you kind of enjoy it even more. But and this day is just unbelievable. Look at these clouds. I mean, Thomas Hart Benton saw these things and he put them in his pictures in his own special way. And it's kind of one of those skies. But the nice breeze, cool conditions, I'm loving it. Oh, and by the way, I went ahead and put on a deep diving crankbait, even though I was catching them on things that weren't that deep, because this is a deep pit. And bass will, you know, stay in deeper water and move up into the shallows if they so feel like it. But the little kids definitely have been up in the shallow area. But straight ahead on the other shore, in the shade of that tree, is another deer. That's 2 big deer I've seen around this place. How cool. Hi, buddy. I'm not a threat. You don't need to worry about me. Go ahead and keep eating. Barely hit, barely hit, barely hit, barely hit, barely hit. Just stop spinning. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's like better than I thought he was. Okay. So that one was real close to the boat. I was just kind of moving along. Man, look at the belly on that dude. Wow. I'd say he's a 14-incher. Yep. And you, every bit of a 14-incher. Man, oh man. He nailed that. Nailed it, I say. I just kind of was getting it closer to the boat, and as the closer I got, the more I kind of stop and go kind of thing with the lure, and one of those stops was all it took. Okay, guess what? I've made it to the very end. What time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock. Wow, long journey, but a fun one. For fun. Oh, shade. Oh. Keep your tail straight. I said just for fun. Wow. Oh my. This guy's really not liking that. Man, nice bass. Holy cow. Hey, I will get you free. I promise. Hey. Okay, see? I told you I would. Wow, what a nice bass. My goodness. What do you say? Another 14-incher? I bet you. Oh, 15. Oh my. I think I need to get a picture of that. I am still trying to keep track of my fish. 14 3/4 fish for the month. Thank you, buddy. What? There you go. That was a long about way of getting there, but you made it. I just saw that bush hanging out over in the water, and it's on the shady side, and I thought, you know what? I love my crankbait and everything, but I think it's only fair that I try to call one up with this. So I'm just gonna cruise down. Okay, this bank right here is opposite the flat area there where all that wonderful activity's been in the shallows. I'm thinking this is similar to the rest of the bank. You got your weeds right along the edge there. Those are some really cool looking weeds too. I don't know if you can see it on with this camera or not, but they're just nice big leafy things like what you see scattered out on the top there. That looks really cool. But anyway, I'm just going to keep going along the shoreline here. I want to get it into, there we go, like that, kind of. All right, well, it looked good, but anyway, I tried. That's back. This is fighting like a catfish. Nope, it's a bass. See it down there in the water. Oh, come here, you. I really should use my net. Finally got one that I trust. Owl. Come on. I guess. There we go. I don't want to hurt you or damage your mouth. I'd bet you money that this is probably another 14 incher. Hey, no, it's a 15. How about that? Wouldn't you agree that's about a 15 incher? If I close his mouth and put him on the board. A nice fish. Not quite the belly that the other one had. And guess what? It was on the sexy shad still. They're few and far between, but man, they're quality fish. I like it. Well, I guess that's going to do it. Sun's going down. That's a cool shot right there. Ram truck down by the water. Doesn't get much better than that. Wow. So happy I was able to make it here. A lot more of the kind of fish that I was hoping to be catching, unlike yesterday when I caught all those little guys. And this started out the same way, 2 little bitty bass. But then finally word got out. So unit 45. This is the south pit on the map. I think it's further south. And right over that hill is West Mineral Lake. It looks really kind of nice too, but according to the map, it's a pretty shallow lake, so I don't know. I mean, top water, obviously. If you like top water, that's probably a great place to go. But I like this pit. This has my vote. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a really better understanding of what it looks like. You know, you can zoom in on with Google Earth, but nothing like actually being here. Like this. That looks so beautiful. I love all the reeds there along the bank. If they were out about maybe 4 feet more into the water, yeah, maybe they'll keep coming this way. I don't know. But that's a great place to fish in the springtime when bass are spawning. If it's out farther in the water. At least that's what I think. Anyway, thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for the likes and subscribes especially. And hopefully this might make you think, you know what, I need to go check those out too, because we have incredible resources here in southeast Kansas in the Mineland Wildlife area. So be sure to get out there and check them out. Tell them I told you so. Until next time, bye.